In today's session, we will be continuing the discussion on time response. In the previous session, in the last week, we have seen the time response, that is your output of the system for first order systems. Okay, first order system where we have taken some of the standard test signals like unit step, ramp, and impulse, and we have seen how the system response is. And this is a table at the end we have taken as a summary. We have taken ramp, step, and impulse as the inputs, and we have seen what is the time response, that is output of the system. In today's session, we will be looking into the time response of now second order systems. Okay, first order system means जो भी denominator में transfer function का जो equation है आपका, it has got some numerator and denominator. In the denominator, you will get one polynomial in terms of yes. Okay, yes, in terms of yes as a variable, you get one polynomial. So if the maximum power of yes, if it is equal to 1 in the denominator, then we call it first order systems. Coming to the second order systems, when the highest power of yes in this denominator of a transfer function is equal to 2, means you will get a quadratic kind of equation here. Okay, yes square kind. Then the system is said to be second order. So what we will do here again, we will take one control system which has got some transfer function. Okay, पहले तो आपको एक system consider करना पड़ेगा, and according to the equation, transfer function is equal to C by R, output by input. So from that, transfer function T is equal to C by R. We want the time response, that is आपका output चाहिए. This is in terms of yes domain, frequency domain में है, so C will be equal to R into the transfer function. So C of yes is this, so what will be C of T? I want the transfer time response, so inverse Laplace transform apply करना है. And what is R? It is the reference input, right? And in your syllabus, if you see the time response of both first order and second order systems, it is given only for unit step input. But in the previous session, we have taken 3 different inputs and we have seen, okay, if the inputs are changed, how the output is getting changed, we can see here in this table. So we not only step, we have taken two more inputs and we have seen what is the response of the system. So here also in the second order, you have only one, that is if you apply unit step as the input, what is the output of the system, which is a second order. So we will be looking into only unit step this time. However, we want to have some clarification regarding the damping systems. Okay, have you heard this word, dampings, dampers? And just generally, I think in mechanics, probably you might have studied about this damping element. So can we just have a discussion on that? Because it is very important in case of second order systems, when I want the time response, this damping factor plays a very important role. So it is like a deciding factor for the performance or आपका output कैसे रहेगा for the second order systems. It depends upon the damping factor. So let us have some discussion on the damping. Second order systems, they are classified as, you can see it, 4 classifications are there. Second order systems: undamped, underdamped, okay, it is undamped, there is no damping, underdamped, critically damped, and overdamped. So there are 4 categories here. Out of these 4 categories, what we will be doing here is, we will be finding the time response of a second order system for underdamped system. Okay, so the consideration is underdamped. Similar, whatever we are now analyzing, we are going to analyze in today's session, we can do the same analysis, similar analysis for remaining 3 different systems also. Okay, so these are 4 classifications of second order systems. What is a damping ratio? Damping ratio is defined as the ratio of actual damping provided in the system to the critical damping required. So this is not G, okay? You can see I have written one symbol here. Sorry, I couldn't write it properly. Probably something like this, you know, a tilt kind of a structure. You call this zeta. Okay, so do you try to do that? So damping ratio that is given by capital Z, or in if you want to go for small letters, zeta. Zeta is the symbol. It is the ratio of actual damping to the critical damping. So in general, आप damping का मतलब आप can you please tell me what is damping? What do you understand by this word damping? To understand the meaning of damping, let us take one example of a pendulum. Okay, you have a pendulum here. If you simply oscillate it, what will happen? It will just start moving back and forth, right? उसका movement start हो जाएगा. So back and forth वो movement होते रहेगा. Till what? Is there like infinite? Once if you just move, start, you know, just आप उसको touch कर लोगे pendulum को, तो whether it will keep on having this back and forth motion infinitely, it is not the case. It will try to attain equilibrium, right? वो वापस उसी position पे आने की कोशिश करेगा pendulum. Similarly, you can take one spring also, okay, whose one end is attached and the other one the end is free. So what will happen if you pull this other end, away from this fixed end? What will happen अगर आप spring को खींचोगे and immediately उसको छोड़ दोगे? What it will do? Uska, because of its own, it has got its elasticity and the strength. It will stretch. And once after the stretching, this, as Muskan said, it is like vibrations honge and movement start ho jayega spring ka. But whether this vibration or the movement or the stretching, whether it goes infinite, no, it won't. In nature, the system, जो भी nature है, nature will try to keep the things in equilibrium. So what will happen to the spring? अगर आप ये एंड को उसको खींच के छोड़ दोगे तो नो डाउट थोड़ा बहुत उसका शेप चेंज हो जाएगा, लेंथ चेंज होगा, and after some time it will try to attain its original shape and position. That is what is the meaning of damping. Damping is what? Oscillations होंगे, vibrations होंगे, but they tend to decrease and they try to attain to a final state, equilibrium state को वो पहुंचने की कोशिश करेंगे. That is called damping. Okay, coming to the different types. Hope you understood the meaning of damping. अगर आप और एक example देखना चाहोगे तो you can just throw a small stone in the जो भी पानी रुका हुआ पानी है उसमें अगर आप एक छोटा वाला stone throw करोगे, what will happen? The ripples will be formed like this, something like this. जहां पर आप stone फेंकते हो, around surrounding that the waves will be formed, ripples will be formed. What will happen? Whether this will be infinite times, this is going to continue? No. After some time the water will come to rest. उसका जो भी movement है, waves है, जो भी formation है, वो बंद हो जाएगा. The system, the nature will try to keep the things in equilibrium. That is called damping. And according to one of your friends, she said decrease in the amplitude, because you have studied about the sinusoidally damped signal. Probably you have studied like this, right? Matlab, no doubt it is decreasing, means it is trying to attain a rest position. So this particular thing is called damping. Okay, no doubt both are very much nearer answers, but however try to understand the actual meaning of damping. So according to this definition which I have explained you just now, out of these four, okay, I have just now told you the classification of the second order systems. There are four: undamped, underdamped, critically damped, and overdamped. So out of these four, tell me which one is not possible. Because what I am telling you, damping means even though oscillations occur, it will try to attain one equilibrium state. That is damping. So under damping, critically damping, over damping, ये जो meanings हैं, it has got some criteria. But however, if you see the name as it suggests, undamped, Okay, means there is no stopping of this, the system will not come to the equilibrium at all. वो सिर्फ oscillations होते रहेंगे. So in practice, if you just ये तो ideal है. In practice, we won't get such system at all. Undamped systems, they won't exist practically.
मारते मारते हाँ हाँ जरा तो करने का
So out of these 4 classifications, the first one is practically not possible. Okay, so having studied the meaning of damping ratio, let's see some conditions. Okay, I have written here. It is a measure of how rapidly the oscillations they decay after a disturbance. So oscillations का और vibrations हैं वो उसका amplitude कम होते reduce होते हुए क्या होगा? It will try to attain the equilibrium. That is called damping. And some conditions are there. 4 classifications what I gave you. For that we have conditions. Damping ratio का value कितना होगा? According to that the system will be classified. If this zeta, okay, that is damping ratio, if it is equal to 0, it is undamped system, which is practically not possible. Coming to remaining 3 classifications, if the damping ratio is equal to 1, then the system is called critically damped system. And coming to this zeta less than 1, the system is called underdamped system. Value less than 1 है तो underdamped है, greater than 1 है तो overdamped है. Okay, it is very clear. And for 0 and 1, either undamped or critically damped. So these 4 conditions are necessary and important for you to continue with the second order system analysis. आपको ये जो 4 values हैं, zeta equals to 0, 1, less than 1, greater than 1, you should choose these properly in order to continue the analysis. Okay, you can, because when we go for I'll explain you, we will consider one system. It has got its own transfer function, so we will try to find the response output of the system. That time we have to choose any of these values. So let me continue. These 2 terms are important, W subscript D and W subscript N. So these 2 terms you come across in your transfer function equation. So that's why as a note you can take, what do you mean by WD and WN? So as a note, WD is called damped natural frequency. Damped मतलब जब oscillation start होंगे system में, the oscillations or the vibrations as the time progresses, वो उसका जो भी amplitude है वो कम होते जाएगा, right? That is what the meaning of damping is, and it will try to attain one final state, that is equilibrium. So during this जो भी ये हो रहा है from oscillations, vibrations, movement to attaining the equilibrium state, जो भी frequency रहेगा the control system, that is called damped natural frequency. Okay, it is the natural frequency of the control system which is provided with the damping. So damping के लिए जो frequency लगेगा, जो reduce होते हुए आ रहा है equilibrium की तरफ, so that frequency is called damped natural frequency, WD. Coming to undamped natural frequency, it is what? The frequency of a control system without damping. So undamped signal is practically, as I told you, it is not possible. So there is a relationship between these 2 because we are going to use this relationship in our further equations. That is WD, damped frequency, is equal to WN square root of 1 minus zeta square. So this zeta is a damping ratio. Okay, as a note you can just take down this. Now what we will do, we will come to our actual heading, that is time response of second order systems. So इसको output आपको अगर find out करना है, analyze करना है, तो आपको एक system को consider करना होगा. So that's why I have taken this. Consider any general second order system whose block diagram is as shown. So again there's a feedback here. You can see there is a feedback system. You have the input applied, and according to your heading, time response of the second order system when I take the input as unit step. So that time हमको output क्या आएगा, we want to determine. So this is R of S, input applied, you get the controlled output. There is a feedback, but there is no H block here. And it is understood that it is a unity gain feedback system. Okay, the gain is 1. And you can see the transfer function, there is a difference. Let's quickly go back to the earlier analysis. I'll show you what was the transfer function, what we considered. This was the system, first order system जो हमने analyze किया है in the previous session. This was the gain, that is 1 by T into S. You can see S power 1 है, so it is first order system. However, when I want to have the analysis of second order systems, I have to choose this value properly. That is, जो भी आपका forward gain value है, it has to be chosen properly. So what is the value? Here in this, inside this block I have written, it is clear here. Okay? Omega n square divided by S into S plus 2 zeta omega n. Why only we have chosen this? Because if you come across few problems, this particular element which I have written in the block, it will differ. Okay, वो कुछ भी हो सकता है. In general, I have taken this, wherein your जो भी आप analysis करोगे अभी, it is mainly dependent upon two terms. See, there is a Wn and there is zeta. So both are very important, especially zeta, because damping ratio. This is a very critical factor which will determine the response of your second order system. So इसीलिए हमने एक ऐसा equation दिया है, okay, that forward gain G of S. Please make sure you take these two symbols differently. Whatever G I am writing here, it is a forward gain G of S, which we have already used these notations in case of transfer functions. However, here what I am writing, it is zeta. So something like this you try to write. Okay, it is zeta. So I have chosen this general block diagram whose forward gain, that is G of S, is, it has got a form of like this, and you can observe the denominator, it is a S square, second order hai. Okay, this is one general system, a forward gain I have taken. Now coming to the analysis. For that, what I will do, it is a feedback system, so I will eliminate the feedback. Feedback to remove करने के लिए, you know the formula, transfer function is equal to output by input, which is equal to forward gain. ये जो भी block value है, forward gain will come here in the numerator, divided by 1. Sorry, I forgot, यहाँ पे negative sign आना चाहिए. It is a negative feedback. So 1, as it is negative feedback, take plus 1 plus whatever the forward gain you have, that into the feedback gain. So this is the formula, and feedback unity gain hai, so yahan pe 1 aayega. So these two values are this term, which is in the block, which is written in this block. So I have to start analyzing the system now. Okay, so what I will do, I will take the transfer function T of S is output by input, C by R. I want the output response, time response, that is C of S. But no doubt all this is in frequency domain, yes domain mein hai. After that I will go for inverse. But as for now, it all are in yes domain. So C by R is equal to, I have written forward gain divided by 1 plus forward gain into the feedback gain. So feedback gain का value तो 1 है, unity feedback है, you don't have any H term here. So just simplification, what you do, in the denominator term, cross multiply here, I will get this plus, you have plus omega n square divided by this denominator. Taking the LCM, ये numerator वाला same, I have written as it is. Further simplification, denominators gets cancelled, you will be left with Wn square divided by, just open this bracket, you will get S square plus 2 zeta omega n S plus omega n square. So this is the equation you get for transfer function. This is your P of S. So from this, you can get C of S. How? Just take this R of S multiplication here. So the time response of any system is characterized by the roots of the polynomial in the denominator. So you just check out here. If further I continue, taking what is C of S is equal to R into this. Okay, if you want to multiply. So finally what I want, ye jo bhi equation aayega, this is in frequency domain, yes domain. I have to go for inverse. And in the previous session हमने देखा है, whenever we have gone for inverse, before that we have applied partial fractions. So उसके लिए ये जो denominator का term है, it is very important. So you have already studied in your Z transforms concepts how you apply the partial fractions. क्योंकि ये quadratic equation है, right? It is a square. It is something like ax square plus bx plus c. You can check what is a here. Instead of x, यहाँ पर s के powers हैं. Okay? What is a here? A is 1. S का coefficient 1 है. What is b here? It is a 2 zeta omega n and c is omega n square completely. So ये जो denominator में है, this is one polynomial and इसके roots को अगर आप find करोगे तो denominator में आपको factors मिलेंगे. Then you can easily go for partial fractions. Okay. So in order to find the roots, what I will do, ये जो denominator term है, I will make it equal to 0. You know, it is called the characteristic polynomial, right? Whenever you go for solution of any differential equation, what you do? For any given differential equation, first you find the homogeneous equation. मतलब जो भी equation आता है left hand side, right hand side को आप 0 कर देते हो. Then you go for characteristic equation in terms of yum and find the roots. Hope you remember how to solve any differential equation. So I am just relating this concept to that. So जो भी आपका denominator polynomial है, we call it characteristic polynomial and we will make it equals to 0. So ये जो भी denominator में है, इसको 0 करके आप roots find करो. I have written here how to find the roots. You know, quadratic equation, how to find the roots. X equals to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac root of divided by 2a. Similarly, what is a here? It is 1. You can see, compare it. What is b here? It is 2 zeta omega n and c complete omega n square. So with that, यहाँ पर the variable is x, right? Because equation is in terms of x. But in our case, the variable is s. So I will take s1 and s2 are the two roots. Quadratic equation है, power 2 है. So 2 roots आएंगे. अगर आपके पास cubic equation होगा तो obviously you will get 3 roots. So that's why as it is a quadratic equation, I have taken 2 roots, s1 and s2. So try to find the roots for this. Minus b, okay, minus b. B is this, minus b plus or minus root of b square. So जो भी b value है, b square minus 4, a is 1, c is omega n square. Just I have substituted a, b, c values divided by 2a. Actually it is a is 1. Okay, so it will become only 2. Now further simplification. I am finding the roots so that denominator का जो भी quadratic equation है आपके पास, आप उसको factors निकाल सके and आपको partial fractions में easy होगा. And based on the roots, we can have some conditions. Okay. Further, what I will do, I will simplify this. I have kept this as it is, plus or minus root of. I can write this 4wn square. 4 is nothing but 2 square and wn square. So power I can take common. I can write it as 2 omega n square, or sorry, wn square. Sorry, it is 2. So that I have written here. Instead of 4, 2 square. Then coming to the next step, root of. I have taken this 2 omega n, the wn square common in both the terms, because you can see here also you have 2wn, here also 2wn. Take that common. You will be left with zeta square minus 1 under root. Further, this square in this first term, square and root gets cancelled, it will become 2wn outside. Coming to the inside the bracket, you will be left with zeta square minus 1 root of. Further, I think यहाँ पर भी 2 है, यहाँ पर भी 2 है, and denominator also has 2. So you can take 2 common and cancel it. You will be remained with first term minus zeta omega n plus or minus only this omega n root of, either you can take it as it is or the answer इसको हम और modify कर सकते हैं further. Okay, so there are two things in this. Either you can take it like this, take this as zeta. Okay, zeta this omega n or wn plus or minus this omega n root of zeta square minus 1. Okay, this is what we get in this from this equation. Either you keep it like this or further I can simplify. अगर आप ये जो root term में -1 को common लेते हो तो it will become 1 minus zeta square. Okay, taking -1 common. So what is root of -1? It is nothing but I, imaginary value I. So roots are either you can keep it like this or like this. And before this analysis, as a note I have given you, this wn root of 1 minus zeta square is equal to wd. So I can use it like this. Instead of this complete value wn root of 1 minus zeta square, I can simply take wd. Okay, so this is the answer I get. Finding the roots. S1 is equal to this, S2 is equal to this. Because why I have written 2, यहाँ पर plus or minus sign है, एक plus होगा एक minus होगा. Okay, 2 roots. Now जो भी हमको आंसर आया है, we will just try to analyze damping का ratio जो है zeta for different, because 4 categories we have seen: undamped, underdamped, critically damped and overdamped. So for each of these cases, let's see what kind of roots we get. Maybe it's not required for your analysis, but still let's see what we get. If I substitute here in this equation zeta is equal to 0, what will happen? Which is nothing but the undamped system का condition है. Damping ratio should be 0. So substitute zeta as 0, ये term 0 हो जाएगा. Even this term will become 0. So you will be left with only plus or minus jwn, and the root of 1 is nothing but 1. J plus or minus, okay, plus or minus jwn. So your roots will be like this. Means आपकी जो भी roots आएंगे S1 and S2, they are purely imaginary, right? J term, real term तो नहीं है, वो 0 हो गया. Coming to the second condition, ये तो आपको undamped के लिए condition है, zeta is equal to 0. Coming to the next, if you take zeta is equal to 1, let's see, that is critically damped. अगर आप zeta equals to 1 लेते हो तो this will become minus wn plus or minus jwn. Zeta is 1, 1 minus 1, 0. So आपका ये जो imaginary term है 0 हो जाएगा. So you only minus wn. Okay, and both S1, S2 both are minus wn. Means your roots are real and they are repeated. क्योंकि आपने देखा होगा what different categories of roots. Roots can be either real and repeated roots. They can be real and distinct. अलग-अलग, दो अलग values आ सकते हैं. Third thing is the roots can be imaginary. So यहाँ पर जो आंसर आया है, both S1 and S2, both roots you got minus wn. Means the roots are real and they are repeated roots. Now coming to the next condition, that is damping ratio. If you choose less than 1, not negative value, okay, less than 1, between 0 to 1, if you take as it is, I want to take this. This will be your equation as it is. S1, S2 roots का equation यही होगा, because I cannot tell you less than 1 means half, 0.75 take and substitute. No, we want to have a general discussion. That's why as it is, whatever equation is there, I will get, and it has got both real term and imaginary term. Hence, and in between you have plus or minus. मतलब अगर S1 plus लेंगे आप तो S2 minus लेना पड़ेगा. It means the roots that you get, they are complex conjugates. Conjugates, you know, what do you mean by conjugates? If you have a root A plus JB, the conjugate is A minus JB. So the roots are complex conjugates. Third category, that is underdamped. Coming to fourth category, overdamped, that is damping ratio is greater than 1. For that, I will take this equation. Okay, I will not take this other one. If you because whatever I have got this here, red color equation what I have written, if zeta is greater than 1 means जो भी square root में answer आएगा आपको, okay, here square root में अगर आप zeta equals to more than 1 लोगे, say 2, 3, 4, root में जो भी answer होगा positive value होगा. So there is no j term here. Okay, j term का सवाल ही नहीं होगा. When j will come, ये जो zeta है less than 1 आना चाहिए. If it is less than 1, आपको यहाँ पे negative term आएगा. Negative root of negative means एक j term बाहर आएगा आपको. Okay, that's what we have done here. Taking minus 1 common, we got j. So I will try to take as it is zeta greater than 1 क्योंकि root तो positive रहेगा आपको. There is no imaginary term here. So what I will get? Minus zeta wn plus or minus, यहाँ पर j नहीं आएगा. Okay, there is no j term. You can see as it is. You can observe minus zeta omega n, this wn, sorry, plus or minus wn root of zeta square minus 1. As it is, I have taken. Observe here, no doubt, जो भी आपको root का value आया है, it has no j term here. But you have one time plus and one time minus. Means, no doubt your roots are real. There is no j term, but they are unequal. They are distinct roots. Earlier we got pure real and repeated. This time we got real and distinct roots, unequal roots. Okay. Now, as I told you, to find the time response, out of these 4, we can go for all the 4 responses. We can choose zeta is equal to 0 and we can find the response equals to 1, equals to less than 1, greater than 1. We can have 4 different analysis. But most of the control systems, okay, except robotics, robotic control system के अलावा, whatever systems are designed, they use the damping factor less than 1. ये जो 0 to 1 के between का value है, which has got complex conjugates as the roots. This is the practical value. We consider zeta less than 1. So I will have the analysis. जो भी अब मैं further I'll continue the analysis.